Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a successful week. In today's video, I'm going to do a weekly recap of each and every level that is in our Discord and in our premium group. I'm also going to give a review of Friday's profit loss and how things went. I am not a financial advisor. I recommend that you do all of your due diligence. In this video, I'm also going to cover what happened in the top 7 on Friday from Friday's pre-market video and give you a new top 7. And we have one pick that is brand new to list, so you will want to stay to the end for our number 1 pick. Please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when one of these videos comes out. All right, let's get right to it now. All of my numbers are very messed up because of how we had one pick that went 400 and some odd % up right at the end of Thursday, and it ended up being a fluke and kind of went back down to where it was. And so you're going to see that in the numbers, and man, it really messed things up. But here we go. If you had the top 7 and others from Friday's pre-market video, you would have had a 30.65% loss. Now, please keep in mind that one of those was 400% up and it went all the way down to where it was before. So it was 400% down. Anyway, personally, I had a 19.14% loss because that particular pick played with my numbers also because I have quite a bit of that particular stock. Month to date, this top 7 list and others is up 39.92%. So far this month, having a fantastic month, doing really well. Year to date, personally, I am at a 64.65% return, doing very well. All right, well, we have a link down below for Webull. Now, Webull is a very good broker. If you are looking for a broker or you're not happy with the current broker that you have, I suggest you check it out. You get free stocks for signing up. You get more free stocks for depositing money. You can trade as early as 3 a.m. Central and as late as 7 p.m. Central. And so that really helps you to take advantage of some of the opportunities that might be in early pre-market and late aftermarket. Anyway, check them out. Got a link down below. I think you'll be glad that you did. Now let's start our review. Boy, we have a lot of stocks to go through. I give updates in my Discord whenever any changes happen to my portfolio. So all of these picks are picks that are from the different rooms. We're going to go room by room. We're going to start with the premium room and give a win rate and also an average gain. So this should be fun. All right, to start off the premium room, here we go. Sold BFIIW for a 42.72% gain. Sold IGACW for a 17.35% gain. Sold THCA for a 2.84% gain. Sold GNRSW for a 21.88% gain. Sold EMPW-WS for a 14.14% gain. Sold GM for a 47.8% gain. That was call options. Sold MCFT, which was call options also, for even. Sold FIII for an 8% loss. Sold DDOG for a 36.7% gain. That was call options. Sold BTAQ for a 1.3% loss. And so that was 8 out of 10, an 80% win rate, and then an average gain per pick of 17.41%. So very good week. I mean, that is very solid. 80% win rate is very good. I especially love that 17% average gain per pick because that is big to be able to do that. All right, now for the standard room, here we go. We start with CCL, which was call options, for a 100% loss. Very unfortunate. That expired on Friday, worthless. A very bad call out by me. Sold MO for a 49.7% gain. That was call options. Sold MTP for a 13.4% gain. Sold SELB for a 37% loss. Sold AGTC for a 41% loss. Sold ITP for a 0.9% gain. Sold DTEA for a 9% gain. Sold INPX for an 11.68% gain. Sold ACB for a 3.5% gain. Sold TAKOF, which is an OTC, for a 21.16% gain. Sold Ford for a 9.7% gain. Sold TBLT for a 3.6% gain. Sold SLRX for a 25.65% gain. Sold UAVS for a 15% loss. Sold RKDA for a 465% gain. That was call options. Sold TLRY for a 22.22% gain. Sold NIO for a 67% loss. That was call option, didn't work out. Sold PSTV for a 12% loss. Sold RCMT for a 41.8% gain. Sold FAST for a 20% loss. So that was 13 out of 20 that were winners. 65% win rate and an average gain per pick of 38.08%. So that really actually did extremely well. Very happy with that kind of gain. And you know, yes, you might say that win rate is too low at 65%. And call options are risky. That's why I only use 1% of my portfolio when I'm doing a call option or any kind of option. And I suggest that you do the same. It's very important to be diversified. Worst case scenario, you have one go worthless like I did with CCL. Then it's only a 1% hit on your portfolio. All right, now we're gonna go to the top 7 list and we're gonna go to all the insiders. Here we go. Every single one of these is an insider. Let's see how we did. We have ANIX for a 15.82% gain, CYTH for a 73.41% gain, AXDX for a 32.83% gain, YTEN for a 16.06% gain, HOG for a 3.76% gain, SBH for a 2.44% gain, ATGE sold on Friday for a 3.3% loss, VYNE sold for a 7.21% gain, OTLK sold for a 57.1% gain, MTEM sold for a 0.8% loss, YAYO sold for a 95.33% gain, APEN sold for a 5.82% gain, and PACE sold on Friday for a 3.1% loss. All of these were stock. There were 13 total. 8 of them were winners for a 61.5% win rate. My average win rate is 70% with that strategy, but an average gain of 23.27%. That is fantastic for insiders. The average gain average over the last 5 years for me has been a 3% gain per pick. So a 23.27 is extremely good. So that was really great. And if you are looking for access to any of those picks, there are so many picks each and every day, even the basic level, the stuff I covered there at the end, the insiders in the top 7. That level is a great level to start off with if you are a beginner. We have lots of day trades and different options and so on and so forth. It could be extremely profitable in our standard room. And then in our premium room also, we have that, and we have some mid to long-term holds that are great just to buy and hold them over a long period of time. Lots of great ideas going each and every day, and you not only get me, but you get other great traders within the group. I highly recommend you check it out. We have a link in the description down below. Now let's get to the top 7 and others. We have so many good ones to cover. So this is just the top 7. So here we go. The first is VBIO. This was number 7 on the list. And on Friday, this finished down 81.8%. My average in it is 0.19 cents. And since calling this out, it is up 52.87%. This is Vitality Biopharma. And the chief scientific officer bought shares in open market. And if you look at the graph on this, over the last month, this stock has really climbed. I don't think it's done, especially with that chief scientific officer buying shares at 19 cents. Hopefully you got in on this when I first recommended it. It has been a roller coaster ride, but it's good to have one of these in your portfolio. Anyway, it's fun to live a little, and this stock has definitely kept you on your toes. It's been a good one all over the place. Number 6 is FAST. This is Fastenal, and lots of reports of higher margins coming out, higher margins being reported soon. So there's lots of good news that could pop on this. And there's 2 directors that have purchased shares in open market. On Friday, this finished up 0.68%, so just barely up. This one really has just been kind of lingering, just kind of right at the same spot. My average in it is $47.77. Since calling this out, it is down 0.77%. I think that this could really fly. Analysts have an average target price of $51, but there's got to be a reason why all these directors are loading up. And so I'm expecting a push this next week. Number 5 is KMPR. This is Kemper, and this one's done okay for us. I expected about a 2 to 10% gain on this one. On Friday, this finished up 0.25%. My average in it is $73.67. Since calling this out, it is up 3.12%. David Storch has been buying shares in open market. Very bullish to me how the buying has been happening, and so far so good on this one. But I think it's got more to go, especially if we get a good market day on Monday. I can see this one getting to our target price. We're looking for a 10% gain out of that one. Number 4 is Bolt, B-O-L-T. This is Bolt Biotherapy, and this is a brand new IPO. Not my favorite, but on Friday this finished down 3.48%. My average in it's $33.99. Since calling this out, it is down 2%. But tons of directors, the CEO, the CFO, 10% owners, Nova Holdings, have all bought shares for the IPO. So all of them using their own money to buy shares, and they obviously think it's undervalued. And so I think this one's got much further to go, much upside potential to this one. So we shall see how it does this next coming week, but I'm expecting good things. Number 3 is CALX. This is KLIC, and on Friday this finished up 0.16%. My average in it's $36.73. Since calling this out, it is up 0.19, and Director Donald Listwin, who is part of a lot of different boards, purchased shares in open market. Analysts have an average target price of $37.40, which is really light. But I definitely like Donald Listwin's purchases. In the past, I've had a lot of luck following him. He has done very, very well. Typically, stocks move when he buys. So far, this one has not, but I'm expecting a 2 to 10% upside here in the short term, so very near term. I think maybe by Monday or Tuesday that we get that kind of a jump. There's good news here, and typically when Donald Listwin buys, more investors follow. All right, number 2 is KLIC. This is KLIC and SAFA, and on Friday, this finished up 0.79%. My average in it's $47.07. And since calling this out, it is up 4.06%. And so this one's doing pretty well. Hopefully you got on this when we first started talking about it. But Director Gregory Milnick bought shares in open market. Analysts have an average target price of $49.50. So that's a 15% upside. I think that this one will move additional, and I think it could get as high as a 10% gain for us. So there's some on this that could happen. But anyway, looking forward to good things with this one. Should be a great week for KLIC. All right, number 1, and this one is brand new to the list. So I don't know if you know this, but apparently Google has released YouTube. And YouTube apparently is going to merge with Facebook. And also Twitter's getting in on the deal, and they're all going to form a new ticker symbol, and it is UTWITFACE. Yes, indeed. Okay, I'm a dad and I tell jokes. That's what I do. All right, now let's get to the number 1. Here we go. Number 1 is TAP. You definitely have to be over 21 to purchase this. You don't want to purchase this while driving down the road. This is Molson Coors, and on Friday this finished down 1.10%. My average in it's $44.58. I picked up shares in aftermarket because I felt that it was very bullish that happened, and since calling this out, is down 0.28%. But James Winnefeld, director, bought shares in open market. Analysts have an average target price of $48.36. Lots of things happening at Molson Coors, so there could be some news coming soon, and there's also been some news in the past here that has been very significant. So I'm expecting a really nice move out of this one. About 2 to 8% move on this. Should be a really good one. I hope all of you have a fantastic trading week this next week, and I wish you all the best in the stock market, and Raythoven out.